This is the most satisfaction I will have today. I'm gonna take this week to just chill. I hope I don't regret this, but we bought some printer ink from Cartridge People and we are not using genuine Epson printer ink, so fingers crossed that we don't fuck up our printer. We desperately needed black, so might as well buy the whole thing. It is probably no surprise knowing me that we're also low on magenta too. Oh, here goes. What if I would have put the wrong ink in there? I would actually have to cry. Oh yeah, baby. Give me that sweet, sweet magenta. It's nice seeing them all topped up, honestly. This is the most satisfaction I will have today. Happy Tuesday! The vlog is rendering. I had to re-render it because I was looking through it and I was trying to finalize everything. Everything was falling into place. I got the thumbnail up, I got the description done, and I was doing the video chapters. Okay, I'm trying to get into the habit of completing all of these apparently SEO important tasks. So anyway, I was in the middle of putting all of the chapters up, and there's a certain part where you can see an address and it's very, very visible that could possibly dox me. So I was like, crap. So I tried to use YouTube's video editor, which does have a blur function, but it's so touch and go and crap that I was like, you know what? It'll be easier if I just re-edit that part of the video to mask out, the doxing and render it and re-upload it. It will actually take a lot less time than it would for me to fiddle around with YouTube's editor feature. This is just coming off of the weekend. So obviously, as you know, if you watched last week's video or follow me on any of my social media, I decided that I was going to push the shop update because Etsy put out a coupon code for UK shoppers, and I was like, it ends on April 30th. And I was gonna update my shop on May 1st. Why don't I just push it up? Do you know what I mean? So I did do that. And a friend of mine decided that they were going to order from me, and they are in the UK. So hi, Shane. Thanks for ordering. I'm still waiting for Shane to make me a Galarian Ponyta or a regular Ponyta or a Rapidash. Either way, I want one of those horsies because Shane makes things too, but I don't think he has uploaded his work yet. He'll have to keep me in the know. It feels good to just have all of that stuff behind me for a little bit. I'm gonna take this week to just chill and maybe try and reorganize things. I also want to look over my TikTok favorites and see if there's any trends that I could make videos for. There's like a lot of things that I want to do while I have this like slight downtime. That whole shop update was a lot. It was a lot. And I am going to do another shop update for Pride Month. That's not until like later, and I already have like all of those designs already pretty much ready to go. It's just putting them on designs, like putting them on products and shipping them off to the Etsy store. And a lot of those I do have stickers for. So it's not a lot of work that I have to do because it's stuff that I've already had made and already up in my Etsy shop, but this is going to be like the official launch. But it's the one that I'm actually most excited for because originally when I started my Shopify account, for some reason I did get this idea to make stealth Pride merch. And that was like my shop for like a while, but I wasn't marketing it like at all. Like at all. And I was working, not full time, but I was working enough that when I got home from work, I didn't have the energy. I had no mental energy to deal with anything. And then also with living here, there's like no mental energy. I had none. I had no gas left in the tank. So like doing anything creative wise was very difficult. And also coupled with the fact that, at the time, my husband and I didn't have this area, so there was just a bed there. So I had no space to use my Cricut or anything. It was a nightmare. And it was too much. It was too much. I'm just hoping that things go a lot better with this shop. I'm thinking of putting things on my Ko-fi page. Is it Ko-fi? I think that's how you pronounce it. They have a it's not pronounced coffee as much as I want it to be coffee. It's Ko-fi, and it's not Ko-fi. It's Ko-fi. Like low-fi. I think that's what they put on their Twitter page. So I might start putting stuff on Ko-fi as well because Ko-fi also has a shop feature, and as far as I remember, there weren't as many fees. I might start putting things onto Ko-fi as well, and then eventually the idea will to maybe be reopen my Shopify store. But that's a little bit down the line yet. But anyway, I don't really feel like vlogging much at all. So if I see you later, I will see you later. Mom! Mom! Guess who has a dog duty? Not duty, but you can hear. She's not happy to be by herself. What? Nothing makes me cringe harder than thinking back on high school. I was one of those people that you would call socially awkward, cringy. I liked anime, so that was kind of a given. I mean, who knows what it actually is? I mean, I haven't been tested for anything, so it could be a whole number of things, or it could be nothing, or I really just am that awkward. But anyway, this memory popped up on my Facebook page, and I really just had to think about how my mindset was back in high school when I was 17 years old, because I don't really think I've changed. Well, maybe a little bit, but here, just let me show you. So this was what I was talking about. This is the memory that popped up. That's my maiden name, so that is me. Um, January 31st, 2008, and this was called the Survivor paper. It was for sociology class. But anyway, this is a 50 out of 50. The teacher's remark was, "This is the most unique story I have ever received." Now, just pause it, give it a minute. But I'm sure if you are anything like me, you've probably already seen it. I'm so sorry to any of my teachers. It is currently Tuesday, May 7th. It was a bank holiday weekend, so it was a longer weekend. My husband was home yesterday, which was Monday, so I didn't get really anything done. I didn't get anything done this last week because the shop launch went up, and I decided that I was just gonna take it really, really easy and just not be too hard on myself, not try to push like YouTube videos or content out there that I didn't want to, although I did. I will show you. Look, y'all did that. Y'all did that. For years. Years I've been trying to get over the 500 subscriber hump. For years. It's been wild. Because I think when I moved over here, let's see, hold on, let's go back. I'm on Social Blade. Let's go back here. When did we even hit 400? Okay, I can't seem to figure out how to see how many subscribers I had back in December of 2019 when I moved, but it wasn't anywhere near 500. I posted a Did I Draw You video on Shorts. That popped off. So that was a very nice surprise, considering that I hadn't uploaded anything in a while. I've been really struggling lately with figuring out videos to put up, especially short form content. But let me just say this, okay? I am so happy that short form content exists, because whenever I started my channel back in 2016, it was at the cusp, right? And by the way, okay, I used to get paid for my YouTube videos. It was like a minuscule amount. It was like a penny here and a penny there. And then PewDiePie went and did what he did. And then it completely changed the scheme of how YouTube partners exist and are able to be monetized. It was a whole thing, and it was really annoying because I had $10 in my Google AdSense account that I'll never ever see because it's gone. Because you had to have $100 in your YouTube AdSense or your Google AdSense account to even be able to claim it. So I was like, well, I'm never gonna have $100, and it was just really annoying. It really screwed over a lot of smaller YouTubers. I'm thankful for short form content because back when I started, a lot of my videos were a little bit shorter, maybe within the 5 to 10 minute range. And then all of a sudden, YouTube's like, no, you need to start making longer form content because that's what viewers want to watch. And I was like, I don't know how I'm going to make videos longer than that. It was really hard. And so for a series like my 100 original characters, which I never finished, and I should finish it. I think now is the time to finish it, which eventually I will get into. That's a project that I think I want to finish this year. That didn't do well. It did not do well. YouTube didn't push those videos at all. And to be fair, they weren't great videos or anything, but I was just trying to pull any idea out of my head just for content reasons. And I hated that sort of mindset that I was I just gotta put content out there. And I hate that. I hate it. Because a lot of my ideas, I have like a whole Google document thing of ideas. A lot of them probably won't get up to 10 minutes worth of like runtime. And so when YouTube was like, yeah, videos up to 30 minutes or more will do better, I was like, that's never gonna happen. Like even a speed paint like doesn't take like you'd have to do like a real-time paint. Like, do you know what I mean? It was so hard, which is why when TikTok popped off and then YouTube Shorts came and then, Instagram Reels and all that stuff, like, I was like, oh my God, oh my God, the answer to my prayers. I don't pray, but it was incredible because some of y'all might not know because I haven't updated that channel in actual years. Like the channel that I first had on YouTube wasn't the art channel. It was a Lolita fashion channel, and I just couldn't keep up with it because if you don't know, Lolita fashion or elegant Lolita fashion, whatever you want to call it, gothic Lolita, whatever you want to call it, is a very high maintenance fashion to be involved in. It doesn't have to be, but like sometimes it feels like it. But it's really not, but it kind of feels like it sometimes. But and it's expensive to get into. It doesn't have to be. Again, it doesn't have to be expensive, but it can be expensive. And so I would do dress unboxings and things like that. Let me see if maybe I'll put some stuff up here. So I used to do like dress unboxings and other things like that for the channel. And it was doing well, and I was getting some subscribers, like not a lot. I think there's maybe 150 subscribers still on that channel. Like it wasn't popping off or anything. I did have a couple of videos go like up to 1,000 views or something like that. So like it was doing okay, but it was getting harder and harder to figure out what to make for that channel that wasn't like shorter form. And I didn't want to always be buying Lolita stuff because like at the time I was starting to transition into my mindset was switching over to moving and coming over here to Ireland. So I was like, I gotta save money. I can't be buying Lolita stuff all the time. And plus, I had to make sure that I was able to, have the space to either store them back home in my parents' house or to bring them over here with me, which I have done. And they're sitting in the garage. And I'll come back. And there's a couple of short form ideas that I have for the Lolita channel, but I don't think I'll be making them anytime soon because I don't like dressing up in Lolita around like this. My husband's family has never seen me in it. And I have seen how they reacted when my brother-in-law had his ex-girlfriend living with us. And that was a whole thing. Because they dressed really alternatively. But the way they dressed alternatively was like, they were showing off a lot of skin. I'll just leave it at that. But anyway, I'm sure they probably wouldn't mind. They probably think it was fun and interesting, but at the same time, I'm like, and there are 2 Lolita groups that I am a part of over here. So I'm just thankful that short form content is working, at least right now. I do have to maybe make some more evergreen content for it, but I'm so happy with the numbers that I'm seeing. I'm so happy with the subscriber count going up. This has always been something that I've really wanted to work towards. Being self-sufficient. I'm not monetized yet or anything, but it would be nice. So I have a lot of unlisted videos in the back end here, and I'm deciding whether or not I want to unlist or relist those videos. Some of them are vlogs. Tractor. And they're kind of cringy because 2019 was not a very good year mentally for me. If you don't know, I have misophonia, so a lot of my mood kind of has to do with sounds that I'm able to control. And so 2019 kind of sucked because a family member in my house was bringing a significant other over, if you know what I mean. So there was a lot of sounds that I was not able to control that year, and it made my anxiety really skyrocket. And I talked way too much about it in my vlogs. But at the same time, I'm like, should I unlist those videos? I think I might unlist them because they are kind of stupid and they are stupid. And maybe I should like redo some of the thumbnails. I am definitely going to relist the old 100 original characters videos because since I've reworked them into shorts, it might be nice if people are interested to see the entire process video. I don't know. I'm deciding whether or not I want to relist those old vlogs or not because like I said, some of them are cringy. Some of them are really cringy. But some of them are kind of fun. So I don't know. So it's finally getting really, really warm here in Ireland, and this is our air conditioner. We had to pull it out the one day because it was in the lower 60s, I think on Saturday. Saturday or Sunday. It was one of those days. I think it was Saturday. So it was in like the lower 60s, right? I'm from Pennsylvania. Lower 60s is considered pretty warm or mildly warm. I would have been fine wearing shorts and maybe like a sweatshirt, something like that. And I would have been totally comfortable. But oh my God, the Irish are built so different. So different. I don't know what it is, but they can't seem to. They're always cold. Like, they're always cold. It doesn't matter what the temperature is, unless it's like 30, 40 degrees Celsius. They're cold. They're really cold. And I was like sweating. I will admit, all right, I was up there and you know, heat rises. I wasn't wearing pants or anything. No socks, no pants. I was wearing a shirt. I was sweating. And I was hot. And they had the heat on. They had the radiators on in the house. They built a fire. 62 degrees Fahrenheit. I was like, actually, I was dying. I was dying because I was sitting up there and then all of a sudden I would get like this flush of heat and I'm like, oh my God, did your parents turn the heat back on? And so we would feel the radiator. And now I don't know how this house is built. I don't know how it works. If somebody from the UK or Ireland or anybody who knows how these systems work, please let me know. But our radiator is turned to 0. Okay, I'll show you. Okay, 0, right? 0. But it was still hot to the touch, like burn your fingers off hot. From how it was explained, if a fire is built in the living room, it somehow is connected to the radiators. I don't know how that works. Because like I would go into our hot press and there is a thermostat in there and like the heat was off, but it was boiling lava hot in this house and it was like almost 24 degrees Celsius, okay? And I use Fahrenheit and Celsius kind of interchangeably sometimes because like my phone is set to Fahrenheit, but everything else is Celsius here. So anyway, it was so hot. It was so hot. And I was like, we got to get our air conditioner out because I don't know what, like his parents, it was a sunny day out too. It was a sunny day, lower 60s Fahrenheit. And they're like wearing long sleeves, long pants, sweatshirts. And I'm like, what is wrong? Am I the crazy one? Like, Irish people are built really different. So anyway, the air conditioner's in here so I can actually sleep at night because I cannot sleep when it's warm. It has to be cold. I have to be frigid and then I huddle up under the blanket, okay? I don't like being hot. Okay, so I ended up getting the watermelon red tassels, but guess what? Nope. They don't match either. So the rose red that I got and these watermelon red ones don't match whatever they put in my AliExpress order when I ordered like a mixed lot of bookmark tassels. So that sucks. Also, I got some pin back stoppers. Unfortunately, the pins I got are way too small. And I think these are made for butterfly clutches anyway. So I'll hold on to these. I'll maybe buy some butterfly clutches. We'll figure something out. I don't want these to go to waste, but these are not going to be usable for what I have in mind. I also got a pack of shrink plastic. So this is supposed to be printable shrink plastic. And it's got a glossy side and sort of like a toothy side. So I'm assuming the toothy side is the side that you print on. So I actually kind of want to play with this today. I won't be making anything with them because I don't have the right pin bags, but I kind of want to try out making some unicorn shrink plastic things, but I have to look up some tutorials real quick. Oh my god, I was just reminded of Instagram TV because I remember having such a hard time uploading to that because it was really specific on what kinds of files it would allow, and it was so random. And also, I found that if I used a different web browser, then my videos would go up. It was really confusing. It doesn't exist anymore. I can't believe how quickly social media evolves because that was such a big deal. And I don't even know, like, when did that go away? Okay, so March 2022, it shut down because they were going over to Reels because TikTok. That is freaking hilarious and wild. I didn't even know there's a whole different app associated with it. Crazy. So I've been having some problems the last couple of days with Notion Social posting to Instagram, which is a little bit annoying because what I was experiencing was when I would try and redo the post through Notion Social, it would like upload to YouTube Shorts like 3 or 4 times, which made no sense. So Instagram Reels for some reason isn't working through Notion Social. I don't know why. I was prompted to like reconnect my Instagram a couple of times and I'm like, okay, is this going to be a problem? Because like I really like using Notion Social. It just makes life so much easier. Like I never have to think about, okay, I got to post at this time and this place, and sometimes it's just easier to just do it through this way. So I'm like, oh man, why isn't it working? That worked better than I imagined. Although it really shrunk down a lot. Oh, yippee. Happy Wednesday. So I just got done filing my e-visa because I think the UK is doing away with biometric residence permits, which is fine. It's like a physical card that just basically tells like border patrol or, anybody that you would need to show it to that you are allowed to stay in the country and that you live there and that you possibly even work there. So now there's like an e version, I guess. So that's done. I am so low energy right now because it was leg day at the gym and I am very, very tired. I think I prefer my deadlift day over my squat day because Bulgarian split squats are so killer. And I was like laying on the floor in recovery position, and the one trainer was working with a client, and I was just like, oh my god, please don't come over here and ask if I'm okay. He never does. He like, I think he knows that I know what I'm doing, but it's like So as far as what I'm doing today, oh, let me show you the Shrinky Dinks. They turned out really cute. I am happy to report that these will actually work. I just need to pull off the little tab of metal that they came with. I don't know if that's how they were manufactured or what, but they turned out really nice. So these do fit on these stumps, but I was finding ways to finish the backs so that they don't look so plain. See, do you know what I mean? I don't want them to look super plain. So I had some paint markers I was using. I think they look really cute. I'm actually pretty happy with how they turned out, but I think I might go to the store and maybe get some acrylic paint or something so that I can finish the sides and the backs a little bit more easily. But I don't think I'm going to be making a ton of unicorn stuff. I'm kind of over the unicorns. I'm going to focus a lot more on pride pins because I haven't figured it out yet. But I would like to do a pride drop maybe on the 22nd of May. That gives me 2 weeks. And I'm comfortable with that because most of the pride stuff is done. It's just a matter of marketing it. So, yeah. It'll be a lot less hassle than the kawaii drop was, the make your own magic drop was, because like I said, most of it's done. I've had the pride stickers up for as long as my Etsy store has been around. So those are up. I want to make some more pride apparel, and I want to, like I said, make some more pins. But I need to maybe buy a less cutesy backing. So I might go on AliExpress here and find, I have some black backings for pins like already in my cart, so I might buy them. I just bought the heart-shaped ones because I thought maybe I would want to add unicorns to the shop, or eventually I might add some like cute or kawaii like stuff to the shop at some point. But I tell you what, I'm so happy with how those Shrinky Dinks came out. I am ecstatic. I wasn't really sure at first and I was a little scared, but they came out really, really nice. And I'm like, oh, that's awesome. Because I don't think I'm ever going to make enamel pins. Well, not make them. I don't know if I'll ever manufacture enamel pins just because, like, well, not anytime soon at least. I feel like it's just way too much hassle. And as small as my shop is right now, there's no point. So the little tiny baby pins will have to do for now. Mom puppy duty for a couple minutes. She's a big whiner. Ain't ya? Betty. Betty. She's not an especially smart dog either. What are you doing?